Right, and hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video we're going to look at setting up a simple float kit. So I've got a float here, it's a Tronics Pro float. It's the kit there, which is there on the back. It's got all the description of how to set it up, but I'm going to show you in this video how to set it up, and then hopefully in the next couple of sessions we'll get out and give it a good go. So let's crack open the pack and see what we get. So in the pack itself you will get a float. Now this is a 35-gram float. You also get the following pieces, if I don't drop them all over the floor. You will get a hook, a weight, it's going to go rollies, put that there, a bead, another bead, and a swivel. Also in the kit you will probably either get an elastic band or a float stop. Now what I like to do is I like to purchase a separate set of float stops like this and use these, because the ones you get in the pack are just a pain in the backside. So I'm going to show you how to set up the float kit. Really simple, really straightforward. Imagine this is the line coming out of the tip of your rod. So you've pulled the line out all the way through the eyes of the rod. This is the bit hanging down from the bottom. All we're going to do is simply push the line through the hole of the stop knot, and then we're going to pull the stop knot onto the line, like so. There we go. And that the stop knot is what's going to help us adjust the depth of the float. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pop on a bead, like so. Grab the float, bang the line through the center of the float. Like I say, you're going to have to imagine this, but as it being on the end of the rod, I'm just using a bit of a hook line just for the demonstration. So the float's on. What we're going to do now is we're going to add the weight. Then we're going to add another bead. And then we're going to tie off our swivel. Nice simple blood knot, 4 turns. Make sure you moisten the knot. It's going to grab a knot puller, pull that down, trim off the tag end. And there we have, put some more line of this, and there we have our simple float rig. So I mean, it's proper simple to set these up. There we go, that is it in all its entirety, minus minus the hook link and the hook. So the float stops there. You would adjust that up the line to whatever depth you're fishing. When you're fishing, you ideally want the float sitting in a cocked position like that. You don't want it like that. You want it nice and upright like that, sitting in the top. It will probably sit to about there, so this top part will be visible and your hook link will be underneath. So hook link wise, what we're going to do is we're going to add that on now. Again, I'm just going to use some hook link, which is here, if I can find some. We'll just use some of this. So what they don't give you in the kit is a hook link, so you'll need to purchase your own hook link. This stuff is absolutely fantastic. So it's tri-line, it's fluorocarbon, so it's kind of like invisible in the water. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take out a shoulder's width of line, so it's about 2.5 3 foot, and you can fish whatever length you want. I'm just going to add that onto the swivel, which is on the bottom of the setup we've just done. There we go. Just going to tie that on, nice and simple. Right, now, so we got the hook link tied onto the swivel. I'm just going to go down to the other end and tie it on the hook. Now you're probably gonna wonder why, but I changed the hooks out. The ones you get in these float kits are pretty bog standard, and they're pretty pants, to be fair. So change out the hook depending on what you want to fish with, what you want to fish for. These are going to be pretty good. So size 4 Aberdeens, Kamazuri. They'll present a piece of squid or a small piece of belly mackerel, which would be absolutely great. And that's what we're going to use today. So I'm going to just try and get out. Just going to get out a hook. There we go. These Kamazuris are absolutely fantastic, really sharp, really good. And I think they're going to be absolutely fantastic for the setup. So again, we're just going to tie the hook on. Simple blood knots. And just pull that knot down and then cut off the tag end. And that, guys, is pretty much it. So there we have it. Let's go to the top end. Pop the hook up there for a second. Put the hook in there so I don't stab my finger. Right, so there it is. That is a full float fishing setup. When you want to move the stop knot, just wet the line either side and the stop knot will slide nice and quick. So cast it out, see how the float sits. If the float's sitting nice, then you know you're pretty good. If it's not, if it's slightly cocked or whatever, just increase the stop knot to fish whatever depth you're fishing. Your hook, your weight will be weighted down like so, and then your hook will sit underneath the weight. Like I said, things for float fishing, small strips of squid, small pieces of belly mackerel are usually the most common fish you catch. If the mackerel in, the mackerel will probably take it. Things like garfish, bass, you potentially catch a bass, and other fish as well. So yeah, I'm definitely going to give this a go this year. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be using the Accurate Satellite rod to fish on the float, and hopefully you guys will join me on those sessions. So there you go, there we have it. Simple float fishing setup set for beginners. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks very much.